making animal abuse in Idaho a felony because Idaho is ranked 46th in the nation for the weakest protection laws regarding animal abuse. So would you, and what do you see the current likelihood of improved domestic animal abuse laws in Idaho, and how do you think that likelihood can be improved? Anybody want to respond to that?
So probably the best idea to explain what I think about this issue, we have a bill coming up. It was supposed to be the last bill up on the floor this past week, but we're going to have it first up probably Monday. That has to do with immunity from suit for first responders that cause damage while rescuing cats and dogs from cars. So, I was contemplating that bill. I've read, with 3 exceptions, I've read every single bill we voted on this session, which is in and of itself. But when I read this bill, and I started wondering, first of all, why are we limiting this to only first responders? This is it's kind of a Good Samaritan Act. You see an animal in a car that's distressed, where they're suffering. I don't care if it's a dog. I don't like cats, but I would probably save a cat in the car. But I like hamsters, so if some kid left his hamster in the car, I knew it, I would probably work to save that. So why are we limiting it to cats and dogs, and why are we only saying first responders? Everybody should have this protection. So I'm going to vote no on that bill. But in regard to the felony, we're a long way, I think, away from that. I am totally against cruelty to animals. When I was a peace officer, I investigated a lot of animal fight cases, dogs and chickens, and they're horrific. And this is abusive behavior, and we do need to punish it, but I'm not quite sure I can take the leap to making it a felony. Maybe when we stop murdering babies,
Amen.
Maybe we can.
Well, my friend Vito Barbieri is a good Republican and has a job. He has a business. And that's one of the beauties we have here, is that we have a part-time legislator, as opposed to someplace like the occupied zone, because they're elected, and that's all they do is figure out a way to make laws and mess with their lives, not our lives, thank you, Lord. So he's let me know that he's getting out of here. He's bolting at noon o'clock. So these are the questions we weren't able to get to, which I thank you for these questions. We will hang on to them for next month, and that is one reason that we did not start off with a report from each of the legislators as far as what they're doing, because we had so many questions and we wanted to get through them. From last month, we promised we would do that. So, and we're running